Hey guys, it's Marshall from Going Gear, and today we're going to take a look at a new light from Eagletac, the M3C4. You're probably wondering why I say that we're going to take a look at a light when there's three sitting here. It's because these are three different variations of the same light. They're three different LED configurations, and they actually have different reflectors and stuff in there. They're actually even more than this, but we're just going to take a look at these three today. So we're going to put these two to the side, open up this one right here, show you what you get in the packaging with all of them. Instruction information, warranty information, lanyard, spare O-rings. Here's the light in the holster. I'm going to set that to the side. We'll get back to that in just a second. You have CR123 holders, so you can put two CR123s in there, hold them in place, and since it'll take four CR123s, they give you two of those. You have a diffuser. We'll get back to this as well. We're actually going to pull this off. Pull this out, set it to the side. We're going to use that. Battery holder right here. This is for if you want to use a switch. By default, they do not come with the switch on the back. You just use the rotary ring up here to control the light. But if you do want to switch, they give you a switch. So they give you a hex key. You can unscrew the screws on the back, take those off, and put one with an actual clicky switch on there. And you need the different battery holders, so they do give you that option. But I'm kind of lazy, don't really feel like doing it, so you're not going to see that. Not right now, at least. Alright, so here's the holster. Let's open this up. You see, pretty cool holster. You got the double zipper there. Keeps it nice and secure in there. You got the flap over top as well. Keeps it really well protected. So this one right here is the Cree XML T6 version. That's just a single XML. That is that one. This one right here is 3 XMLs. So you have 3 T6 XMLs in there. And this one is 3 XPG R5s in there. So that one's going to give you better throw than this one. And this one right here with the single XML is probably going to give you the best throw. So on the inside they're all the same. It's pretty much just the head that makes them a little bit different. Take this off. Show you the inside. So there you can see the inside of the light. This is the regular battery carrier. It'll take, like I said, either 4 CR123s or you can put two 18650s in there. That's what we're going to put in there. We're going to take a couple 18650s, the truss fires that we sell, pop them in there, stick it back in. Show you that. There's the back of the head. There's a reflector in the LED again. We'll screw the head back on. And this is the version with the single XML T6 LED in there. So you have a switch, pretty cool switch. It's got that infinite adjustment on there, so you can ramp through all those different outputs. All the way to the right, you can see if you go back and forth quickly, you can actually switch into strobe. And then go back and forth again all the way. Actually, I didn't show that very well. If you do it only a little bit of the way, it's not going to switch modes on you, as you can see. But if you go further, basically all the way to the left and all the way back to the right, that's when it's going to switch modes on you. So you have your regular illumination, your strobe, kind of a beacon flashing mode, and then SOS flashing. And it's only when you go all the way back and forth that it's going to switch. You can see if you're just adjusting it, it's not going to switch on you. So that is the single XML T6 version. They all have the same interface, the same ring. So you have the infinite adjustment and then the hidden modes as well. All three of these have that same interface on there. Okay, I mentioned the diffuser before. How you use that is the stainless steel bezel in the front. Just unscrew that and the diffuser screws right on there. And then it'll just diffuse the light out. I really like diffusers. I think they're super useful. It creates kind of a nice soft light. It's really good for up close kind of stuff. For reading or up close tasks, it's really great. You don't have that focused hot spot. It's not great all the time, of course, but it is very, very useful. So it comes with a diffuser. One thing I really like about Eagletac is that you have the options for the different color filters on all of their lights. And this one actually adds in another color. Usually you just have the standard red, blue, green. This one actually has yellow as well. This one's blue. Let me turn the exposure way down. It looks white. There you go, just so you can see that it is blue. I'll pull it out so you can see that it looks like it was white in the center, but it's not. It's just because it's too bright for the camera to understand what color that actually is, but it is blue when you put the filters on there. So again, with the larger lights, you have the different options. You have yellow, red, and green, as well as the blue, and the diffuser comes with it by default. Alright, those are the lights. We're going to go ahead and take all three of them outside, compare them to each other, show you the differences in the beams and all that, and we'll go and do that right now. Okay, I have the three Eagletac models out here. I'm trying really hard not to drop them. Big 40 mag light that I always use. Let's try that mag light out first, see how it does. We're going to do the shorter distance shot just so you can see how they do with the shorter distances. There's that tree at 15 feet, or a little bush at 15 feet, tree out there at 100 feet. Let's try the different M3C4 variations and see how they do. First off, this is going to be the single XML version. So we'll ramp it up to the different outputs. See, really nice throw on this one. Really concentrated hotspot. Hotspot's not going to light up a wide area at once because it has such a large reflector. It's made to just concentrate that beam as much as possible. But the spill actually does a really good job. Spill is super useful on this one. Lights up a pretty wide area at once. So in medium kind of distances, the spill is going to light up everything, and then whatever you focus the light on, it's going to be lit up really well. So that is the single XML version. Next up we have the triple XML version. We'll kind of ramp up through the different ones. There you go. Interesting beam on this one. Those three XMLs, three separate reflectors, create a really nice beam actually. It's kind of a smooth beam. The transition from the hotspot to the spill is pretty even. And we'll shine it around. You can see lights up a wider area at once compared to that last one because it's not quite as focused. But the ground in front of me, just everything around me, spill, really good on this one. Very useful beam. So that's the triple XML. Last one we have is the triple XPG. So there you go. We'll ramp up on that one. You can see 3 XPGs, more focused than the 3 XMLs, but still a nice beam. Pretty concentrated there in the center, but good transition from the hotspot to the spill. Alright, let's try these out at a distance. Before we do the distance shot, I wanted to show you how the filter and diffuser works outside. So we've got the triple XML version here, and that is what it looks like with just nothing on it. Just the regular reflector and bezel on there. We'll take that bezel off real quick. And first off, we're going to put the diffuser on there. And you can see the difference in the beam, how much more spread out it gets. I think it's really useful. It's kind of nice. I mean, my whole backyard is lit up. It's like it's almost like it's daytime with this thing. Really useful for up close kind of stuff. Of course, as you can tell, you lose a good bit of your throw, but it's worth it in a lot of cases. Kind of stuff I do anyway. All right, let's try out one of the filters. That is obviously the blue filter, and your red, green, and yellow are going to do the same thing. So there's without, there it is with, and here's your diffuser again. So there you go. Let's try that distance shot now. I'm not going to try to hold all those up again at once. I came pretty close to dropping them all last time. So here's a single M3C4. You'll see all three of them here in just a second. 40 mag light. House at 50 yards. Tree in the front yard at 100 yards with that mag light. 50 yards is okay, not great. And 100 yards, I can't really see anything out there. So the first M3C4 we're going to be doing, this is going to be the single XML version of it. We'll ramp up the different outputs. You can see nice concentrated hotspot on that. Really good throw at 100 yards. Absolutely no problem for it. It'd be able to go well beyond that if you needed to. Shine it around for just a second. Pretty usable amount of spill too. I mean, you can see when I have it even focused at the top of the tree up there, my house at 50 yards is still lit up really, really well. Alright, next up we have the triple XML version. We'll ramp it up. There you go. As you saw before, not quite as bright of a hotspot. Still very bright, still very usable out to 100 yards. Still usable out way beyond 100 yards. But it's not going to have quite the throw that the single XML is. But you can see it's lighting up a wider area at once. Great amount of spill on this, really large hotspot. I personally like this one the best just because I think it has the most useful overall features, best balance of all the different things. But if you want throw, then the single XML, definitely the way to go. Alright, last up we have the triple XPG. We'll ramp up through. There you go. Pretty good hotspot on that one still. Decent size on it. A little more concentrated than the XML version is. But still really good throw. And at 100 yards, no problem. Beyond that, obviously, still no problem. Shine that around a little bit. Just so you can see the triples next to each other. We'll have the XPG on the right, XML on the left. So you can get an idea. See that larger XML. And then we'll do the two XML versions next to each other. So it's going to be the triple on the right, single, or sorry, triple on the left, single on the right. You see the concentrated versus the more spread out. Okay, there you go. Those are the three variations of the Eagletac M3C4 that we currently have in stock. If you like them, you can get them from us at goinggear.com. If you have any questions or comments, you can reach us in the comments or at goinggear.com. And if you like the video, be sure to subscribe. We do stuff like this all the time.